Okay, so this is the Kunjed Gyalpo, translated by Jim Valby. Did a really wonderful job. And this is called Union in Body, Voice, and Mind, chapter 36. Usually body, speech, and mind. So then, the all-creating monarch, pure perfect presence, explains that the essences of all phenomena are unified in the essence of the body, speech, and mind of the state. Hey, Mahasattva! Recognize this essence of me. I am the essence of pure perfect presence. And again, who is this I? No, it's awareness. It's the Dharmakaya aspect talking to the Sambhogakaya aspect of your mind, written like a play. And so this is you, without grasping to that. So it says, pure perfect presence is the monarch who creates all. The essence of the all-creating monarch is body, speech, and mind. There does not exist even one thing which was not created by body, speech, and mind. The Buddhas of the 3 times were created by body, speech, and mind. The bodies, speech, voices, and minds of the sentient beings of the 3 realms were created by the body, speech, and mind of me, the All-Creator. Everything encompassed by the animate and the inanimate universe was created by the body, speech, and mind of me, the All-Creator, as the natural, unfabricated, real condition. Thus he spoke. So earlier they had a reference to body, speech, and mind as the 3 kayas. It's exactly like the dream analogy, where there are forms, bodily forms appearing. There's a cognizance that knows those bodily forms, and there's the mind space of the dreamer. So that's why they're called the 3 bodies or the 3 kayas. And of course, they also have outer, inner, and secret meanings. So then Dorje Lekpa asked the following question. Hey, all-creating monarch, Lord who creates, will you please explain the meaning about which I am ignorant and which I do not understand? Will you please explain to me how phenomena are created? Thus he requested. Hey, Mahasattva, listen. I am the essence of body, speech, and mind. Body is the real condition of direct manifestations, which are miraculously created as the Rolpa energy of Samantabhadra. So in the dream analogy, it's like the forms appearing. This is the Nirmanakaya aspect. So the Rolpa energy is the energy of the Sambhogakaya, this like internalizing, self-cognizing energy. And Samantabhadra is the Dharmakaya. No, it's not. Samantabhadra is here the Sambhogakaya. Sometimes they use the male aspect to mean the Dharmakaya, but here they have it right. So the Sambhogakaya energy is manifesting everything. This means that within the Nirmanakaya, there's no need for enumeration. You don't have to say 1 phenomenon, 2 phenomenon, 3 and phenomenon 4. They're all equally pervaded by this self-knowing, the cognizant energy. So that's the Sambhogakaya. The concrete proclamations of the sounds and words of voice, or speech, explain through speech how to understand the ultimate real condition. The unobstructed self-originated wisdom of mind. By the way, how to understand the ultimate real condition. Or how to recognize it. It's that evenness, it's that cognizance that pervades the dream space. Whatever is in the dream, it's all evenly cognized. This is why, like in the space above your head, without any object there, if you notice, you can still be aware of that space. Space being aware of space. How is that possible? It's because there's already cognizance in that space. You're not creating space. You're not creating cognizance. You didn't put anything there. It was already there. So the unobstructed, self-originated wisdom of mind creates the lamp of the teacher's wisdom, which unmistakably displays the ultimate nature of the real condition. Hey, Mahasattva, understand this meaning. Other than these manifestations of the animate and inanimate universe, no nature of body exists in me. Manifestations explain and teach through their own nature. You, Mahasattva, should proclaim how you understand to others who do not understand. Maybe that seems obvious to people here, I don't know. But to say that there is nothing else other than the Nirmanakaya, people who are stuck in materialism are essentially imagining a second world, that there is some other mind outside of theirs that maybe they have some tunnel connection to. I don't know how it's justified, but it's like a mind outside of your mind. And so it's a view that's held, this materialism. So this is anti-materialist. That view collapses. It doesn't hold up to scrutiny. There are many ways to go about that scrutiny, which we've talked about. But ideally, direct realization. So, hey, Mahasattva, listen. Because the sounds of earth, water, fire, air, and space, and the sounds and words of sentient beings of the six realms are not other than the voice of me, the All-Creator. The meanings of the words and sounds give that explanation through their compositional arrangement. So see, whatever arises is a teaching. We've said that many times. Here's the Kunjed Gyalpo agreeing again and saying exactly why it is. Is the all-creating monarch in the Sambhogakaya aspect messing up with some phenomena? Are some phenomena bad and not teaching, and some phenomena are good? Well, what are they teaching? They're teaching their nature. They're teaching their essence. This is how Garib Dorje was taught. So this means that with phenomena, if you don't fight them, because fighting is a kind of conceptual grasping onto them, then things arise as teachings. Things arising as teachings implies that nothing is bad, nothing is wrong. If you're worried about someone not being served correctly by the phenomena, it's not so. It can seem harsh to say that, but it's just not so. To say that it's so is to say that there is some flaw in the Sambhogakaya. You have never experienced a flaw in the Sambhogakaya. Flaws arise with analysis. So it can seem compassionate to start analyzing on behalf of sentient beings or other people, but it's just a trick. It's like an empathy trap. Or you think you're being helpful, but really you're just grasping onto a feeling of trying to be helpful. The actual help is to let go of that. Then you can respond naturally. Then you don't have to contrive anything. So it says, hey, you, Dorje Lekpa, should proclaim how you now understand to others who do not understand. Hey, Mahasattva, listen. All sentient beings of the six types of the three realms, the non-conceptual absolute equality of the five great elements, and the unceasing non-conceptual unborn real condition are nothing other than the mind of me, the All-Creator. You, Mahasattva, should proclaim how you understand to others who do not understand. If Mahasattva does not explain this long teaching, then beings will not really understand my essence. If beings do not understand, they will never encounter me. The successors of the All-Creator, like Buddhas of the three times, all sentient beings who abide in the three realms, bodhisattvas of the 10 bhumis who traverse the 9 mountain passes and 9 valleys, the 3 types of rgyals, awareness holders, those with control over lifespan, mahamudra, and self-perfection, and so forth. They will never encounter me, the All-Creator. If beings never encounter me, the All-Creator, sentient beings who abide in the 6 realms, or the 6 lokas of the 3 realms, will not by themselves recognize their own essence. Even if bodhisattvas who abide on the 10 bhumis are diligent for 3 aeons of immeasurable length, they will not encounter me. Thus, they will not recognize their own essence. You know what's amazing about this? This is exactly the point that Dawei has been making over the past 2 or 3 sessions. When we talk about this particular practice that we do here, Dawei has specifically said the pointing out element is to the Sambhogakaya. The emptiness aspect might be present for a nanosecond, just a little glimpse, but with the apprehension, it's gone. What stays is this memory, the recognition of the Sambhogakaya aspect, the cognizant aspect. That's kind of controversial to say, because some people really want to say that they have seen emptiness completely. For most people, that probably isn't the case. And so this is exactly what the Kunjed Gyalpo is saying here. Dorje Sempa represents the Sambhogakaya aspect. If the Sambhogakaya aspect, this awareness word that we use, if this awareness were not actively teaching itself, it would not be recognized. Without self-recognition, it would not have recognition. It's very obvious, but that's how it is. So this is one big paragraph saying Dawei is right. That's very nice. So it says the 3 regions, which is a word I have not said before, have power over their bodies and obtain Sambhogakaya with their bodies, but their minds will not recognize their own presence. Yeah. This is like when you ask, are you aware? Everybody, with maybe 3 exceptions, will say yes. But they won't see awareness because there will be a grasping to that. So you can ask people, are you aware, until the cows come home. Maybe someone will recognize, but usually no. Usually just yes. The answer arrives yes. They move on with their day. And so that's the function of awareness. It has a function and a substance. And it's the substance, so to speak, that is recognized during pointing out. The function is obvious to everyone and needs no teaching. So it says, thus, they will not recognize that their own essence is non-dual from me, the all-creating monarch. While they do not recognize, they will be conditioned by the disease of fatigue. For this reason, you should proclaim my essence. Thus he spoke. So from the all-creating monarch, pure perfect presence, this concludes the 36th chapter, which explains that all phenomena are united in the body, speech, and mind of the all-creating monarch. Well, thank you, everyone. Any questions or comments? Okay, then. So let's just take a moment. Bring to mind all the sentient beings. Any merit, any goodness we may have generated here today. We can be with them and give it all to them in a moment of silence. Thank you, everyone.